And Channel 9 is the first to obtain the 911 calls in the Madeline Soto investigation.
We have a missing child since this morning. We already called 3 times.
What we're learning about those calls for help and the response in this still very active case.
We also learned today Madeline Soto's autopsy report will not be released right now. Good afternoon. I'm Darlene Jones.
And I'm Greg Wormuth. We've been covering the case of Madeline Soto since her disappearance in late February. Channel 9's Daryl Matthews spoke to her family the day after she disappeared and was the first reporter to obtain the 911 audio. And he is live with what the calls reveal and the autopsy decision, all new at 4.
Yeah, Greg, the medical examiner's office said it is not releasing the autopsy reports because of Madeline's age and that her death is related to domestic violence. Now, these calls that you are about to hear for the first time shed light on how the investigation into finding Maddie began.
We have a missing child since this morning. We already called 3 times, and the police didn't show up yet.
Several calls to 911 dispatchers give a sense of urgency and concern about the disappearance of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. It was the first time Orange County deputies learned the teenager never showed up here at Hunters Creek Middle School.
She was last seen at the church next to Hunters Creek Middle School. I think it's called Peace Church. I'm not sure of the exact address. She was wearing a dark green hoodie, I believe. She's been missing since 8 a.m., so we want to get everything done as soon as possible to try to find her.
The Orange County Sheriff's Office released the calls, but redacted the information about who made these calls. What we do know is that Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto, is nearby when one of the callers is on the phone with dispatchers.
Are you calling on behalf of the parent? Yes, on behalf of the mother. She's like, okay.
Investigators would later name this man, her mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns, the prime suspect in Madeline's disappearance. Stearns told investigators and told Eyewitness News during this exclusive interview that he dropped her off in the church parking lot just before school, a day after she celebrated her 13th birthday. Several days later, her body was discovered in this wooded area in St. Cloud. Now, coming up, we're learning more about those callers and how they started their own search after they called 911. We're live in Hunters Creek. Daryl Matthews, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
All right, Daryl, thank you. Great job telling the story. And we have more details on the timeline of the case as well. Those 911 calls that Daryl mentioned were made on Monday, February 26th. Channel 9 spoke to them the next day. Orange County authorities deployed more than 50 members of its emergency response team to search for Madeline near Osprey Park the day after that. That is the same day Kissimmee Police and the Sheriff's Office arrested Stephen Stearns on child sex abuse charges. Friday, March 1st, investigators declared it a homicide investigation, and by 6:30 that evening, the Sheriff's Office said Madeline Soto's body had been found.